PRRD has requested that all 4 children visit him at the same time.
Kasama niyo ba si VP sa galaw today?
Yes, I was with VP today. Actually, it was a very cheerful and lively visit today because syempre, nakitaan sa mong papa yung mga girls. Actually, as we entered the room, nandun na siya. He was early today, maybe because alam niyang kami dalawa yung bibisita. So, he was early today and nakatalikod siya. So, pagpasok namin nakatalikod na. I shouted, "Dada Ruby!" Tapos paglingon niya, ayun, nakasmile. And then, syempre, nagbeso kami, nagmano, naghug. And then, sabi niya, "My little girls." So, yun yung tawag niya sa amin ng sister ko, si VP Sara. Little girls niya daw. So, today, medyo mahaba yung kwentuhan. And he was, ayun, bumalik yung pagka-humorous niya nung kaming dalawa yung nandun. And he was even, you know, joking around kasi may microphone dun, tinatabunan niya, tapos ganyan na naman. And kinakausap niya yung whoever's monitoring it. So yeah, it was a very parang cheerful visit today. He was instructing my sister and I kung ano yung mga bilin niya sa amin, and he had messages for the family, of course. And ayun, binalita ng sister ko na all of you are here today to, of course, again, show your unwavering support to him. And ayun, of course, nagpapasalamat si PRRD to each and every one of you. Also, I want to relate to you my sister's VP Sara's message for you. Ito yung tinext niya. Okay, so mga kababayan, PRRD has requested that all 4 children visit him at the same time. Veronica will be the one to give the Thanksgiving message to the supporters in Duterte Street and provide updates, as this is her scheduled turn to visit, and I am here only upon PRRD's special request that I spend time with my siblings, especially Veronica. Daghang salamat, Sara Duterte. So, yan yung mensahe niya. Syempre, I understand also that medyo hectic yung schedule niya, so she can only be there for that. But ayun, pinapaabot niya yung pasasalamat niya sa inyong lahat.
Yung mga habilin po niya, yung mga hindi masyado personal, what can you share sa mga habilin na hindi naman personal masyado?
Yung mga ano lang, he gave fatherly advice to my 2 brothers, to Manong Pulong, Congressman Pulong, na yung mga fatherly advice na, you know, steady lang, take it easy, relax lang. And kay Vice Mayor Sebastian, relax lang, slow down, ganon. So yung fatherly advice, binigyan niya kami. And of course, nagbilin siya na okay, yung mga apo ko, whenever they can visit, please let them visit.
Okay.
And kasi ano daw, of course, he feels lonely talaga. But I think no, that my sister and I visiting him today really gave him the, you know, the additional push and the grit that he needed to, you know, keep moving forward, to keep fighting. Because if only you know, at this point, he's not fighting for himself anymore. He told us na I'm old and I believe that I've fulfilled my duty and I'm done. So the only reason I am here, the only purpose I have left is you, my children. Yun kasi, I think that kind of speaks to what kind of father, leader, and person he is na tayo, kami, also his children, tayo yung rock niya. We are his rock, we are his anchor. We are what keeps him going, what keeps him steady, and what keeps him strong.
Meron ba sila na pag-usapan ng current affairs that you can share with us?
Current affairs, ang dami. Kasi since nag-uusap sila, so may time na ako na nanahimik lang ako, and then nag-hug lang ako sa kanya. Magkaharap kasi sila ni VP, tapos ako yung nasa tabi niya. I think pinag-usapan nila yung current state of Davao pa rin, and he's very proud of Vice Mayor Baste, sila Kong Pulong, Kong Omar, and si Davao, si Councilor Ligo, acting Vice Mayor ngayon. Pinag-usapan nila yung development of Davao and of course of the Philippines, kung kamusta na ba, kasi kamusta ba yung mga tao, kamusta yung mga Filipino, are they okay? Kasi, well, he's not president anymore, so hindi na ganun kalaki yung magagawa niya, but he's always, he reassured us na the Filipino people, are always on his mind. Yun pa rin yung iniisip niya until now.
Did former President Duterte mention or discuss with you his message of not being present for the Cadayawan Festival in Davao?
He misses Cadayawan, that's for certain. He misses Cadayawan. Talagang naalala niya yung different festivals and different showcases of culture in Davao. Kasi iba-iba yan yung mga parade from the pageant. So he misses his city and he misses Davao City, and sabi niya balang araw, one day, makabalik din siya.
Yung apat kayo makakabisita, when will it happen?
We are waiting on the schedule of Pongpulong and Vice Mayor Baste as of now. So actually medyo everything was kind of rushed. So we are still arranging it, but I think it's either by the end of the month or next month. Sasabay kaming apat kasi yun yung special request ni PRRD.
Si VP, will she be here for the confirmation of charges, 23, 24, 25,
That I do
26?
not know, but she is, I think she is planning out her schedule because, well, we cannot say for sure pa kasi hindi naman basta-basta pwedeng umalis kasi VP siya. So,
Kit, as Veronica Kitty Duterte, what's your message to the entire Filipino community supporting your father unwaveringly up until now approaching 6 months?
So, I just want to let you all know that I've seen what how high spirits have helped my father, because that is how we bring him to his senses, like by uplifting him, encouraging him, and just constantly being there. So I encourage everyone, keep showing up, keep up the faith, and of course we still have to move forward with our lives, but wag sana natin siyang kalimutan.
Last question, Kit.
And maraming salamat talaga sa inyo.
It's our honor. Last question, how about the health of the former president? Can you share with us?
Yes, I asked around, of course, sa detention unit, and they said he's eating well. Actually, my father kasi he's naturally skinny because of genetics. His mother is my nanay suling is skinny also. Kaya kahit anong kain niya, payat pa rin, and it also comes with the old age, of course. So he's eating siguro not ideal yung eating time niya and the amount of food that he eats, but he's eating from time to time daw kasi he has 24-hour surveillance, so nakikita siyang pabunot-bunot ng mga sa kusina. So ganyan siya gusto niya yung maya-maya, and then gusto niya yung later in the afternoon na kumain, but sometimes they do have to push him to eat para naman mainom niya yung medication niya.
Thank you, Kit.
Okay. So, yes.
Ma'am Kitty, hi.
Yes,
I flew
go.
from London to be here this morning.
It's
And
nice
this is
to
my
see you today,
13th
sir.
time to come to The Hague.
Yes.
And I've supported your father since the time of the Duterte administration. And I'm just wondering how you cope. I get relentlessly bashed, so many comments on Facebook and social media, and some people can be really harsh and nasty. And I'm just wondering if, as a family, if you moderate those comments, you look at those comments, because I know you look tired, you look maybe sick, if you don't mind me saying, because of your schedule and everything else. How are you coping?
So I grew up in the public eye, so I've been exposed to the public ever since, and over the years growing up, I've received a lot of countless scrutiny, criticism, all of that, unsolicited opinions. But I think, again, I'd like to reiterate that it comes from the upbringing from my parents. Yes, I am very gentle towards the people that I love, but I'm also very tough, and kumbaga I'm not sensitive at all. So, I'm not sensitive at all. So, ayun, to be honest if there's anything that bothers me, it's my father's situation. I've never really felt bothered, even as a teen before, with regards to, the public scrutiny that I would receive. So, I'm doing fine with that, and, ayun, as cliche as it sounds, I am really unbothered to the scrutiny and
Proud of
criticism.
you.
Like, kumbaga sa atin pa, malayo sa bituka. I mean, hindi naman yun nakakamatay. What's the worst thing that scrutiny can do? So,
Thank you, Kay.
yeah, thanks so much.